Okay, so now to tackle the engine covers or the valve covers. This one actually covers the spark plugs, as we can see. To take the valve cover off, we'd have to take them 3 bolts out as well as them 3. But I'm just going to clean this one in situ rather than taking it off, because I don't want to break the seal around the valve head and possibly induce any leaks. Okay, so not sure if I can get this bit of plastic cover off. Probably not. Looks like it's bonded on there somehow, which isn't great. Yeah, that doesn't come off. Fixed. Okay, so same again. I'll either use 2000 grit or 3000. I'll probably start off with a 2000 and then work my way down and just see if I can get this to come up any better than this. I don't think it's going to come to a proper full-on shine unless I'm using a wheel and a polisher. But I think just a bit of elbow grease will actually take the surface dirt off this and make it a lot more presentable. I have actually sprayed a bit of oil on and started to do a little bit on here, so I'm just going to rub this off and just see what it's like. In fact, I'll do that now, and you can be part of the reveal. Let's see if it's made any difference. I didn't rub it for long, so it may or may not have done any difference. Well, actually, although you won't have seen it prior, that is a marked difference, that for sure. Now you can see here it probably is a bit more shinier than that. However, it is taking the more of the imperfections off, so at least it's going to be a standard sort of colour or intensity of shine, if you like, consistent across there. I could try some 3000 dry, but we'll see how we get on. I'll just persevere with it and do the best I can. Dilly. Killed. It's probably the best it's been, certainly since I've had it anyway. So yeah, looking forward to getting it put back together. The tools arrived for the seals. So seal driver, as it is, splits in 2, so you can have it different thickness forks. So it fits around that tube spot on. So that's just awaiting the seals. I've cleaned the tubes as well with the 2000 grit. So again, they're just ready to put back together, reassemble, put the new oil in. I'll go through that procedure when I get the new seals. One problem I do have is with the screen. It might not show up on the video too well. See if I can capture a bit of an angle. There we go. So you can see clearly the marks here. Now they're actually like indented. You can feel it as if it's took like a I don't know, a small bit of the screen away. Don't know what it is. Never noticed it before, but I've never cleaned it in this much detail before. But God knows. So I've been looking for new screens. As you can imagine, they're kind of pricey. I can get aftermarket ones for cheaper, which would do the job. They don't have the vent in them, which isn't a huge issue. It's not the end of the world not having a vent. Just a nice to have. Probably look a bit more, a bit more up to date, actually, a bit more streamlined without the vent. However, what I have decided to do is see if the window tinting place in Durham will do a chameleon tint under acrylic rather than glass. I don't see why it wouldn't work. For those who don't know, if you just Google it, chameleon film or windscreen film, and it'll show you what it is. You might have seen the cars going about with it on, actually. It's not illegal to put on your front windscreen because it actually lets the same amount of light in, so it doesn't tint. But what it does is creates like a coloured effect on the front of the windscreen. It's more like you get goldy, you can get like a greeny, you can get an orange-y. Yeah, so that's what it's called, chameleon, for those that have seen them on the road. And I'm thinking if I can get that with a chameleon tint, hopefully like a silver tone in it, that would be fantastic. Because that's going to save me the price of a windscreen. Because it just looks unsightly when you look through it. This way, you can't tell. It's only when you look head on. Again, it's got lots of little bits of scratches in and stuff. You know, it's the original windscreen, so I think it'll just look fab if I can get a chameleon tint on it. See, I'll be able to take that vent off and put it back on once the chameleon tint's on. Anyway, that's me crack. So I'll update you as and when I find out if it can be done. Dilly dilly.